Hello guys, in the last videos we have seen language fundamentals and a few concepts. In this video we are going to see object orientation, OOPS concepts, object orientation. What is the requirement to go for object oriented programming languages? What is the need? Or before that, if you want to prepare any application, first of all we have to select a particular programming language. If you want to select a particular programming language, first of all we have to identify which type of programming language is suitable for our requirement. So if you want to go for which type of programming language is suitable for our requirement, there are 4 types of programming languages are available in outside. What are the 4 types of programming languages there? First one is unstructured programming languages, and second one is structured programming languages, and the third one is object oriented programming languages. Then after that, fourth one is aspect oriented programming languages. Overall, these are the 4 types of programming languages are existed clearly. Now here I have a question now. What is my question here? To prepare applications, already we have unstructured programming languages. Then what is the requirement to go for structured programming languages? To prepare applications, already we have unstructured programming languages. Then what is the requirement to go for structured programming languages? Alright sir, now just I will go for unstructured programming languages versus structured programming languages. I'll give some reasons here, some differences here I am going to provide it. Now recognize these differences here. Point number 1, difference number 1, unstructured programming languages are outdated programming languages. These programming languages are outdated programming languages. Basically, these programming languages are introduced at the starting point of the computers. These unstructured programming languages are introduced at the starting point of the computers. Almost all we can think first generation programming languages. These are totally which one? First generation programming languages. Any example we identified here for these unstructured programming languages? Example is, let's say for example, BASIC, maybe Fortran, and so on, some other programming languages. You can understand it. First comparative programming language is Fortran, and first interpretive programming language is which one? BASIC. Understand it. These are the first programming languages on compilation and interpretation. So we can understand these are very first generation programming languages. So this is about which one? Unstructured programming languages. They are totally outdated programming languages. They were introduced at the starting point of the computer science. At the starting point of the computer science, to perform small arithmetic operations, we need some programming languages. To perform these simple arithmetic operations only, these like first generation programming languages were provided. Examples for these first generation programming languages are BASIC and Fortran. This is the point here we have to understand. Next one is which one? Then after that, what about the structured programming languages? Actually, structured programming languages are not outdated programming languages. Structured programming languages are not outdated programming languages. Fine. So we are able to use these programming languages for our at present application requirements. Unstructured programming languages are not suitable for our at present application requirement, but structured programming languages are suitable for our at present application requirements. Can you tell me any example for it here? Here we are having some examples. C programming language is a structured programming language, and apart from that, Pascal is which one here? Another structured programming language. Pascal, and so on, like number of programming languages are available. C and Pascal are which one? They are structured programming languages. BASIC and Fortran, they are examples for which one? Unstructured programming languages. One is outdated. At the starting point of the computer science, they were introduced. They are not suitable for our at present application requirement. But second one is which one? Structured programming languages, which are suitable for our at present application requirements and which are not outdated programming languages. This is one of the difference here we can identify. Right. So now coming to the second difference. What about the second difference here? Unstructured programming languages. Unstructured programming languages are not following. Unstructured programming languages are not following any structure, not following proper structure to design applications. They are not having any proper structure to design applications. Let's say, for example, if you want to prepare any C program, first we have to go for which one? Macros. Next one is which one? They know hash defined statements. Next one is which one? Hash include statements. Next one is which one? Global variables. And next one is which one? Structures. Then after that which one? User defined functions. Next one is which one? Main function. There is a clear cut structure for it. There is a procedure, clear cut procedure is available for that. But if you go for unstructured programming languages now, no clear cut structure, no clear cut procedure is available. Nothing is available. No clear cut procedure. In the directionless, totally no direction. In the directionless, that programming languages, that means programs we are going to prepare in unstructured programming languages. But what about the structured programming languages? Structured programming languages are having proper structure. Structured programming languages are having which one? Their proper structure to prepare applications. A particular direction is available for structured programming languages to prepare applications. For unstructured programming languages, no proper direction, but for structured programming languages, there is a proper direction for our application development. Then which one is suggestible for our application requirement, for our application development? Always, when compared with unstructured programming languages, structured programming languages are suggestible. When compared with unstructured programming languages, structured programming languages are suggestible. This is what exactly the difference here we can identify between unstructured programming languages and structured programming languages. No proper structure is available in the case of unstructured, but there is a clear cut structure for our which one? No, structured programming languages. Names are giving clarity on this point. No, unstructured programming languages and structured programming languages. Right, sir. Now coming to the point number 3, unstructured programming languages. Unstructured programming languages are using mnemonic codes to prepare applications. Mnemonic codes. Unstructured programming languages are using mnemonic codes to prepare applications. What are these mnemonic codes actually? Low level codes. Any example for this low level code? Best example is assembly language codes are available. Assembly language commands are available, like add, div, mul, sub, load, store. This kind of commands are available here. So these are low level code actually. This unstructured programming language is using mnemonic codes. No, they are totally low level code. They are available in limited number and they will provide limited number of features for our application development. So unstructured programming languages are using mnemonic codes to prepare applications. Now these mnemonic codes are available in a limited number and they will provide limited number of features for the application development. These unstructured programming languages are using mnemonic codes to prepare applications. These mnemonic codes are available in limited number and they will provide limited number of features for the application development. But what about the structured programming languages? No, structured programming languages are using high level syntaxes to prepare applications. Structured programming languages are using high level syntaxes to prepare applications. These high level syntaxes are available in more number and they will provide more number of features. So once more number of features are available, then application development is very simple, and less number of features are available, then application development is somewhat difficult. So the point is very clear. What about our point here? Unstructured programming languages are using mnemonic codes to prepare applications. These mnemonic codes are available in less number, that means limited number, and they will provide limited number of features for the application development. But structured programming languages are using like high level syntaxes. These high level syntaxes are available more number. Whenever they are available more number, they will provide more number of features for our application development. This is what exactly that another difference here between unstructured programming languages and structured programming languages. Right, so now coming to the next one. After that fourth difference is unstructured programming languages. Unstructured programming languages are using only go-to statement to define flow of execution. Unstructured programming languages are using only go-to statement, only one alternative to define this like a flow of execution in our applications there now. But it is not sufficient to provide flow of execution to the entire application, to the entire applications. Understand it? Unstructured programming languages are using only go-to statement to define flow of execution, so it is not sufficient to provide flow of execution to the complete application. Right, sir. But whereas structured programming languages are using more and more number of flow controllers. Like what are the various controllers here? If you take C programming language, no, there we are able to see if, next one is which one there, switch, next one is a for loop, while loop and do while loop, break statement, continue statement, return statement, of course inside the functions now. Like n number of alternatives are available to define flow of execution. So structured programming languages are using more and more number of flow controllers to define flow of execution. So flow of execution is very good in the case of structured programming languages. When compared with unstructured programming languages, structured programming language is providing very good flow of execution. So the point number 4 is which one here? Unstructured programming languages are using only go-to statement to define flow of execution. It is not sufficient to provide flow of execution to the entire enterprise application and complete application. But structured programming languages are using more and more number of flow controllers. Like which one they know? Like I said to you clearly, if, switch, for, while, do while. Next one is a break, continue, this kind of statements. Because of this, flow of execution is very good in the case of the structured programming languages. Next one, coming to the another point here about this one. Fifth one is which one? Unstructured programming languages are using only, are not using functions of feature. Functions of feature. Functions of feature is not available. Unstructured programming languages are not using functions of feature. When functions of feature is not available, there is no chance of getting code reusability. Code duplication is available. For example, if you need a block of finish sections frequently, number of times now. In the case of these procedure-oriented programming languages or function-oriented programming languages, you will define that repeatedly used code in the form of a function, and wherever we require this type of coding part there, directly we are going to call the respective function. So by that, code reusability will be improved, code duplication will be reduced. But unfortunately, unstructured programming languages are not using functions of feature, so code redundancy will be increased. Code redundancy will be increased. Code duplication will be increased. It is not suggestible in our application development. But whereas structured programming languages are using functions of feature. Structured programming languages are using functions of feature. So it will improve code reusability. It will improve code reusability. That means if we define our code in one time in our function there, we can reuse the same function in any number of times throughout our application. One time if we define the function, we can reuse the same function in any number of times in our application then. So these are the various reasons why we have to go for which one there? Structured programming, that means structured programming languages when compared with unstructured programming languages to prepare our application. And overall conclusion here, what I am telling the last point here, unstructured programming languages are providing difficult approach to prepare applications, whereas structured programming languages are providing simplified approach to prepare applications in the relative comparison. But I am not comparing with object orientation. Structured programming languages and object oriented programming languages, if we compare, then this statement I will change. But in the relative comparison with unstructured programming languages, structured programming languages are providing somewhat comfortable environment to prepare applications, but unstructured programming languages are not providing any comfortable environment to prepare applications. Simplicity, what I am telling there, between unstructured and structured programming languages in the relative comparison, structured programming languages are providing ease of development, whereas unstructured programming languages are providing difficult to develop applications approach here. Now let us see what are the various differences here we understood up to now totally. The very first difference is which one? Structured programming languages are outdated programming languages. These programming languages are introduced at a starting point of the computers. Basic and Fortran, these are the examples for it. Structured programming languages are not outdated programming languages. We are able to use these programming languages for our at present application requirements. Examples are which one? C and Pascal. Next one is unstructured programming languages are not following proper structure to design applications, whereas structured programming languages are having proper structure to prepare applications. Unstructured programming languages are using mnemonic codes to prepare applications. These mnemonic codes are available in limited number and they will provide limited number of features for our application development. But structured programming languages are using high-level syntaxes to prepare applications. In general, these high-level syntaxes are available in more number. They will provide more number of features for our application development. Next one is unstructured programming languages are using only go-to statement to define flow of execution. Right? It is not sufficient to prepare flow of execution for the complete application. But if we go for structured programming languages, to define flow of execution here we are having number of flow controllers. What are the various flow controllers are available there? Maybe for loop or while loop or do while loop or if and switch and so on and so on and so on. Number of things are available. So flow of execution will be very good in the case of the structured programming languages. Next one is unstructured programming languages are not using functions of future. So code redundancy will be increased. Structured programming languages are using functions of future. It will improve code reusability. Next one is unstructured programming languages are providing difficult approach to prepare applications, whereas structured programming languages are providing simplified approach to prepare applications. Finally, unstructured programming languages are not suggestible for our application development, and whereas structured programming languages are suggestible for our application development if we compare between these unstructured and structured programming languages.